welcome to our second edition of Today from the Heart. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Grace. I can't believe it's already November. This school year is definitely flying by, which means we have a lot to catch you girls up on.
So today, we're going to kick off the November edition with an exhilarating GoPro piece made by Caroline and Emily about the fall sports season.
Pull my heart out of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart, and watch it burn. Tear me apart, and watch it burn. All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it.
Thanks so much, Caroline and Emily. Another way to stay healthy besides exercising is eating healthy.
Let's go to Caroline and Maddie to hear from Dr. Landry about her nutritional chemistry class.
I'm Dr. Landry. For the past 5 years, I've taught chemistry here at Sacred Heart, and this year I'm offering a new elective course called Nutritional Chemistry and the Brain. Nutritional chemistry is an interdisciplinary field that uses the foundational principles of chemistry overlaid with the concepts of nutrition. So the idea is that students will have the opportunity to learn about chemistry in a context that's really applicable to their everyday lives. I first became interested in nutrition because I love to do active sports that are outdoors. So I hike and I rock climb. And when you do things like that, you have to bring food with you. It needs to be stable and it needs to have the energy that you need to do your sport. All the time you read stories in the newspaper and magazines or on the internet about the latest superfood or the latest food that you should avoid. An important skill is to be able to wade your way through that kind of hype and look to the research study where that's coming from and then assess from there. I just came to appreciate how much it matters what you eat in terms of how you feel every day, how you can perform in your sport, and also just mentally, how clearly you can think. So every day it's important to eat a very wide variety of foods. So just the simple thought of eating the rainbow, making sure that you're eating foods that are all different colors can help you to achieve variety.
Thanks so much, Caroline and Maddie.
Breaking news! Sacred Heart is turning co-ed?
That might be a stretch.
True, but there are boys on campus who are participating in classes and are wearing the Sacred Heart uniform.
Let's head to Yana and Maggie to meet the new Sacred Heart boys.
I'm Alex and I'm a big boy.
So the reason for bringing boys to the Sacred Heart community was an admissions decision. There isn't such a huge gap with how they process information compared to as they get older. Instruction and the approaches and experiences can all be tailored to the way girls interact and experience the world.
My son's name is Ethan. He's in the preschool here. He's 3.5. Funniest thing that's happened since he's been here is that one day at nap time, one of the little girls was saying, good night, have a good rest to her neighbor, and she kissed her on the forehead, and then she rolled over and kissed Ethan on the forehead, and he was really kind of taken aback by that, but it was very sweet.
My son is Emmett Boyer, and he is 3.5. He has Spanish class, he has music, he has dance and movement, he has art, he has theology. He loves all of the specials.
When we were driving to New Haven, we were doing gaming there. We saw a book, an excavator over a construction man's house.
And they are tiptoeing, hopping on one foot, galloping, neighing like a horse or a unicorn, or rolling like a log on the ground.
Remember that song? We just did it.
We did it yesterday, but we're going to do it today.
Your favorite.
Dinosaurs are my favorite too. No, dinosaurs are my favorite.
They can be everyone's favorite. They can be everyone's.
In kindergarten, true story, I wanted to be a ballerina. I worked for ABT and then I realized that ballet was not my calling, but there is a student among us who has fulfilled my childhood dreams.
Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm a junior. I just came to Sacred Heart this year, and I'm a ballet dancer. I started dancing when I was 4, but I started dancing at a higher level when I was 9. That was when I switched to the Greenwich Ballet Academy. And over the summer I went to Moscow and I danced at the Bolshoi Ballet Academy for 6 weeks, learning Russian also and living with Russians. I do ballet 6 days a week. Most days, I mean, it varies from 3 hours to 4.5 hours. I loved the ballet, obviously, but the main purpose of the program is the language learning and cultural immersion. And I'm also really interested in traveling and learning about other people. And it was really cool living life as a Russian, essentially, because I was living with Russians over the weekend who didn't speak English, who had never been to the United States. And I really now have a deeper understanding of what it's like for Russians. And I think understanding is really important in getting rid of prejudice and creating a more unified world, I guess, because the only reason why we judge is because we don't know about other people. And if you know, then you can understand where they're coming from, you know? So I think that's the most important thing I learned.
Wow, that's so impressive. Ballet seems so hard, but Olivia makes it look so easy. Thanks so much, Jen, Grace, and Ellen. The theme of the 2014-2015 school year is Express Yourself. With the new Makerspace, teachers have been allowing us to do just that.
The purpose of the Makerspace is to create an environment that it supports and encourages girls to come in and try new things with the idea of creating something new.
We are very excited in middle school to be able to have use of this space as a home for our middle school robotics team. Currently, this is our 2nd year with a middle school robotics team, and what we do is we compete in the first LEGO League regional competitions. It is a challenge that is put out internationally for schools and clubs to participate. We've been meeting here in the Makerspace to create the robots, to work on the challenges, to do some programming, and it's a good home base for our team.
After AP English World Literature honors students spent several weeks analyzing Annie Dillard's memoir, An American Childhood, I looked at them with a big grin like this and said, let's hack the essay. And this memoir lends itself to going to the Makerspace. So here we are in the Makerspace, and I asked students to try to spatialize, to distill the driving themes of Dillard's memoir.
The Makerspace is really cool because it lets me put my ideas into an actual project and think abstractly, and it gives me the materials and the tools for, I guess, thinking about a book in a way that I wouldn't have thought about it before.
So the idea is to come in here and fail as often as possible so that the failure leads to an innovation. The big picture, the big idea behind Makerspaces everywhere is that girls will actually invent something, hopefully to make the world a better place.
These days, so many things take place kind of in the digital realm, but there's really a place for putting things together by hand. This physical space here, the Makerspace, is kind of a representation of that movement that we fully embrace here. It's imagination at work.
Thank you to Grace and Jackie who helped put this piece together. Next, Emily and Claire and our fashion reporters have created a video on how to spice up your uniform. So let's take a look at that.
For this month's fashion segment, we're showing you how to spice up your uniform.
With the help of our friend Jordan Cohen in the Upper School Handbook, here's some legal ways to look fashionable at all times of the day. Now that fall's here and with winter around the corner, at 3:25 you can put on your cute coat and scarf and head out to face the treacherous student parking lot. Coordinate the color or pattern of the scarf with the color of the jacket you're wearing.
Wearing a headband can add a pop of color to the dark green and navy shades of the uniform.
Find some tasteful jewelry such as earrings, bracelets, and watches to liven up your look.
We know that the dress uniform sweater is not a fan favorite, but throwing it on with some black tights and Sperry's can make you look very sophisticated. And when it gets really cold, stop by the CSH bookstore and pick up a fun snow hat to show your school spirit while keeping warm. Those are our fall fashion tips for spicing up your uniform. Thank you for watching.
Now, we all know how to make our uniforms look extra fresh, thanks to Emily and Claren.
Saturday Night Live is one of our favorite shows here at Today from the Heart.
Let's go to Claire with our special version of the Weekend Update.
Hi, I'm Claire.
And here are this month's top stories. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. And to celebrate, here are some fun statistics about Turkey Day. 2.4 billion pounds of sweet potatoes are produced annually in America, as well as over 600,000 tons of green beans. The annual consumption of turkey by the average American is 16 pounds, and it is predicted that over 9 million people's buttons will pop off their pants on Friday, November 28th. Talk about stuffing. Recently, it has come to the school's attention that we need to address some of the faculty members with correct titles. Here are some examples. Archduchess Benson, Countess Casey, and Her Majesty Miss Biddle. Starbucks recently released the ingredients from their popular fall drink, the pumpkin spice latte. Here are some of the things in it. 2 doses of caramel color IV, over 50 grams of sugar, Monsanto milk, no pumpkin flavoring whatsoever, and the tears of a million teenage girls. But really, we should have realized there was no pumpkin in it when Starbucks released the drink in August. I mean, when's the last time you saw a pumpkin in the summertime? Just saying. The iPhone 6 recently came out in 2 new sizes. The iPhone 6 with a 4.7-inch screen and the iPhone 6 Plus with a 5.5-inch screen. Apple also gave us a sample model of the new iPhone 7. Bigger is always better. That's your news. Thank you, Convent.
And that's a wrap. From our heart to yours, thank you for watching Today from the Heart.